A little bit of a Disney revolt this week. You've got former X-Men director Matthew Vaughn taking shots at them. You also have the COO of Pixar taking shots at Disney, blaming Disney for the recent woes that Pixar has been hit with. Pixar has not been having a very good time at the box office over the past couple of years. It's been incredibly bad for them. So it's funny to see them come out now and play the blame game when a lot of this is internally driven. But let's start here. X-Men First Class director says Marvel should make fewer films. And I say, yes, absolutely. The problem is if they make fewer films, will the quality go up? A lot of these problems that these Marvel movies have go beyond bad CGI. That was another cop-out that he said. He said that the CGI is to blame, and that's not the case. Now, the CGI is bad. Absolutely. A couple of people you can blame right here on this poster. She-Hulk, the biggest example of shitty CGI in the MCU. That show's CGI is laughable. It's a joke that Marvel released that show in the state that it is. And that show also has other problems besides the CGI. But, yeah, I don't disagree with him. The problem is you could take all the time in the world, but will the writing get better, which I think is probably the most important thing that you need to look at when it comes to these Marvel movies. Nonetheless, a guy experienced with Marvel characters, digging on Marvel, I like it. Next up. Disney undercut Pixar films to boost streaming service, says Pixar executive. Now, this one's funny. Now, yes, you can blame Disney for some of the problems when it comes to what's been going on with Pixar. I'm sure Disney mandated that they need to tell certain kinds of stories and that they need to include certain kind of material. However, it's Pixar that got to write the story and make the film. They can choose to find ways to make all of these things entertaining, and they don't. Pixar lately would rather tell you a story about ideology than entertain you, and that's part of the reason why they've fallen so far down into a hole. Elemental, they've been struggling to spin this movie into a success. They keep coming up with new reasons why this movie is actually a winner for them, even though it's holding the record for lowest box office ever for them, which is embarrassing. This movie made $26 million, I believe, its opening weekend. That's a joke. But according to the CCO of Disney Plus, according to Pixar's CCO, sorry. I said COO earlier. It's CCO. He blames Disney Plus streaming service for the movies underperforming because they rushed them to Disney Plus during 2020. This is why all those movies were unsuccessful. We're talking about Soul, Luca, and Turning Red. I believe Turning Red was the one about menstruation, I think. Doesn't that sound fun and exciting? But the one that I find funny is Elemental. Elemental was a flop, but they've tried to spin it into being some kind of success. And it's also kind of funny that after this movie's failure at theaters, they try to spin it as, well, it was a big success on streaming. Can you show me the numbers for that? I'd like to see the numbers that say that movie was a success. I don't see it, but they've been trying to run damage control for this movie because it's so embarrassing. And what are they going to do? You know, they had so many failures at the box office other than this one. And I don't think it's going to get any better for Pixar. What's funny is they claim down here oh, now with the visible success, because it's so successful, you can see the success for Elemental. Pixar is moving forward with several projects, including a 5th Toy Story movie. Oh, wow. Let's make a 5th one after the 4th one was it the 4th one or the 3rd one that was all about closure and moving on? But let's move on to the 5th one. These movies just end. They should have stopped a long time ago. Now we got to bleed and milk everything dry in Hollywood. And then some other movie coming out. It's going to be funny. I wish they'd just go back. Why can't Disney just do hand-drawn animation again? I miss that, man. I do miss that. I wonder if I'm the only one that misses that. I think the CGI stuff is fine, but, man, I really do miss hand-drawn animation. And I get that I think the CGI is probably actually cheaper because hand-drawn takes a lot of people to do that. So, I don't know. But it's just funny. You got Disney taking it from all sides. You got a former Marvel director criticizing Marvel Disney. You've got Pixar criticizing Disney. Everyone's starting to finally turn on them. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.